Okay, this is for Astronomy 400, the lab. This lab is molecules and light. So basically just starts off showing you the electromagnetic spectrum and different types of radiation you should have probably learned about in your astronomy lecture. You got the radio, you got the infrared. There's the visible part, that's the part that we can actually see. Ultraviolet, you got X-ray and the gamma rays. So what we're going to do is we're going to go use PHET molecules and light. There's the link is right there. So you have to do is click that. And when you do, you should get this. Okay, so the way this works is right now it's microwave, okay? So right now you have carbon monoxide. And you can see what happens is the carbon monoxide absorbs the microwave radiation and starts to spin, okay? So then the lab, you've got microwave, carbon monoxide molecule, electron transition, no. Rotation, yes. So you would circle rotation, because when you did it, you saw the rotation. And you would just continue on like that. So we'd go oxygen, and nothing. Okay. If you don't see any like photons getting absorbed and kicked off to the side, then nothing's happening. So you would simply click, you would then answer, you got your choices here. So you would go nitrogen, is that nitrogen or oxygen? Nitrogen, no reaction whatsoever, okay? So you just go down the list. Okay, and then I skip nitrogen. So you just go down the list, see what happens with any of these. This one starts to spin. You can see as soon as you just watch. If you see a photon going off to the side, then you know it's reacting. And just go right down the list. Go right down the list. Okay, then you can switch over to infrared. And start with carbon monoxide, nitrogen. See, that one vibrated. Okay. That one vibrated. Okay. So then nitrogen, oxygen, just do the same thing for all of them. Okay, and then when you go to the lab, it tells you a little bit more about the infrared. So for the infrared, you go through them, see what happens with each one. Then there's information here about the infrared radiation is absorbed by greenhouse gases. So when you go down this list, you'll actually see which ones are the greenhouse gases. What the greenhouse gases do is they absorb infrared radiation, keeping it in Earth's atmosphere longer, and they believe that's what's leading to the warming of the Earth. Okay, so otherwise these gases, they're in the atmosphere, but if they get too much in the atmosphere, what happens? It starts to warm up. If it warms up, oceans start to evaporate and then release more greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, warming the Earth up even more. It's like you're laying there with a blanket on it and somebody comes and puts a second blanket on you, it's too warm. They put a third blanket on you, you get even warmer, you're trapping more and more heat in. So the same thing is happening with the greenhouse gases. So you can read that right there, what I wrote about that. Okay, you just go down to visible, and you go through the same thing. Remember, visible is what we see the stars, right? We're using visible light to look up in the sky, see the stars, and as you can see, well, you go down and see, okay, but see if anything reacts, if the visible gets through. So that way, and then you go to the ultraviolet, and you can see what happens. Do they spin? Do they vibrate? See. Now, I didn't see it because I went through too fast, but one of them, you'll see it kind of light up. That's the electron transition one. There may be only one or two of those in this whole thing. So electron transition, you'll see it light up. I mean, the thing is, if you see the that photon's been absorbed and goes off in some direction, but you don't see the molecule either vibrate or rotate, but it kind of lights up a little bit, that means it absorbed an electron. So you had electron transition. It absorbed energy and you had electron transition. Okay, and then so you just go down the list of all these for this one. When you see these guys, you're going to see something different. Okay. I even asked the question down here. Oops. Even asked the question down here. Ultraviolet. What happened with nitrogen dioxide and ozone interacted with the ultraviolet radiation. So you see something different there, okay? And so you just want to maybe mention what happened down here for those. All right, I think that takes care of everything. Okay, so I'll have one more lab for you guys to do. It'll be probably simple like this one. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I still got to write it, but there'll be one more, and I think our exam's supposed to be on Wednesday, so we'll come up with something. All right, I'll talk to you later.